The riders in this year's Canadian Cancer Society Cops for Cancer Tour de Rock have a second day of travel now under their belts, including our very own Mira Laurenceone, who's one of the media riders on this year's tour. Today is the single longest day on the ride, at least in terms of kilometers covered, and the riders and their support team rolled into Sayward just a short time ago. A-News reporter Gord Kurbis is following the team down the northern half of the island and has an update.
I was just going to wait. Oh, okay.
Once again this morning they were at it bright and early. This year's Tour de Rock team woke up in Port McNeill after spending a successful first day in the communities of Port Alice and Port Hardy.
People of Port Alice are fantastic people. The community raised $14,000 in a community of 800 people. At Port Hardy, we had people who have had cancer, who have been touched by cancer, shave their heads.
As is tradition with the ride, the team is starting on the north end of the island. After a dozen years of doing this tour, the procedures are down to a precise schedule, but those working behind the scenes know nothing is routine.
Every year is a different feeling. It's a different team. We often have different events in the communities. And so while the road stays the same, every year is very different.
Only a few days into the event and the team members are already bonding. Much of the mood is kept lighthearted, but everyone knows at times it will get very emotional.
We've trained for 7 months for this, so physically I think our whole team is ready. But emotionally, I don't know if we could ever be prepared for what awaits us and what we've experienced so far.
Aside from our own Mira Laurenceone, there is also one other media rider this year, Cool FM's Robin Farrell. Farrell says it's quite different on the inside of the ride compared to simply covering it as she has in the past.
These are the stories that you hear from the other media when they come back home, but you're not really in touch with them. People shaving their heads for people in their families or friends that have had cancer and dealt with it.
For Farrell and the others, it's seeing people like this woman in Port McNeill who's raised $3,000 to shave her head in honor of her mother, recently diagnosed with stomach cancer.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to be as overpowering as it has been already, and we're only on to day 2.
This is only day 2?
Yeah, already I've had like 3 breakdowns.
Really?
For each of the riders, sharing their emotions will be easier as of this year. That's thanks to a new addition to the Tour de Rock website. The site's manager, Atomic Crayon, have donated a new feature so the public and donors can follow along.
So this year we have a rider blog which is being updated daily. So anybody can go to the site, check out the blog, see a few photos and a recap of the day and some of the rider experiences.
And those experiences will only increase with each passing kilometer. Tonight the riders will spend the evening in Sayward before heading south towards Campbell River on Wednesday. Somewhere along the North Island route, Gord Kurbis, A-News.
So just how did it go today, kilometer after kilometer? Let's check in with Mira Laurenceone and find out.
Hi guys, it's day 2 of the Canadian Cancer Society's Cops for Cancer Tour de Rock, and we are somewhere between Port McNeill and Sayward. This is the longest ride of the 14 days that we are on tour. We will travel 140 kilometers today, end up in Sayward, and end up at a fantastic potluck dinner. Tomorrow we're in Campbell River, and I invite you to come down and see us at the Campbell River Commons. We're there between 4 and 6, or there's a big beer and burger night at the Painters Lodge pub. You can come and support us there. We'll be taking donations, and just come out and support us in our endeavor to bring awareness to pediatric cancer research and raise money for kids and send them to Camp Good Times. We'll check in tomorrow from Campbell River.
All right, we will indeed, Mira. Thank you. Tomorrow, Mira and the team will make the 100-kilometer trek from Sayward to Campbell River. We urge you to support the team, support Mira as they all try to raise as much money as they can for children's cancer programs and research. Just log on to our website at atv.ca and follow the Cops for Cancer links.